Okay, hello everyone. Of course, we're starting a couple minutes early as usual. Nice to see you all. We're going to play some Imperator Rome as Rome. So, I've had some unbelievable success with guides this week, and I'm in the mood to try and apply it all I've learned from the beginning of a game rather than 4 episodes in like my Ptolemy game. So, we'll see how it goes. Nice to see you. There's going to be some times where I'm not going to be able to see chat because I'm stuck on a one screen right now. I don't have 2 screens. So I'll tab out every little once in a while and see what you guys have to say. I've done some basic setup. I've gone through the innovation trees, the technology trees, and basically marked the route I'm going to take by and large on innovations. So, for those of you curious, the ones I've marked are, in my opinion, the best ones. So, here's kind of what I've marked if you ever want to try and apply this in one of your games. Obviously, this is not a guide, but feel free to ask questions. The oratory tree is definitely the most important one I found. So, we've done that. I ran out of political power here to build things up. Or fill out the government, so I've done 2. I'll do the next one when I have time. What do we do? I think that was about it. Oh, I started building an academy, and I started also improving the trade routes in the major cities, and I'm setting up auto trade in the provinces I have. What difficulty? This is just the normal difficulty because I'll be chatting back and forth with people. I've played on the higher one. It makes it less exciting. So let's get some innovations. So we want to definitely get professional training. Oops. Let's get out of planning mode. This is, of course, required for me to get legions once I'm large enough. So we obviously want that. Income could be nice. But I also need to... I want to try and be a culture that converts a lot of people as I move along. So, let's see, where else do we want to get? I want to get to open religion, but that I don't really need the religious buildings right now. I suppose I could keep going down military, huh? I should probably get income, honestly. So let's do income then. Yeah. Stack all of these. Yeah, Etruscan pottery will help more. Okay. Starting stuff. I haven't been able to set it right now. I'm out of political power. I will set an oratory guide at the beginning. I spent all of mine upgrading provinces at the start. I miscalculated a bit. It's not a big issue. It's not like it makes a huge difference. So let's start the Pan-Italic Congress. We're of course going to demand everybody that we can become our subjects. Oops, I messed this up then, and I forgot to turn on auto trade. I've automated the Navy. Decline that. Okay. Some are going to come, some aren't going to come. That's fine. We're going to want to conquer everybody anyway. I'm going to try and play it tall, if I can. We want to conquer these guys early on, so it's fine not getting them on our side. Senatorial endorsement, sure, get some party agenda achieved. Got to keep our Senate happy. We'll defend them, but we have some demands. Nope. From what I can tell, it's mainly luck that they decide to join you or not. I do got to be careful about offending everybody around me. Don't really care about Etruria because we want to conquer them. Basically, the whole point of this is just to try and get us feudatories. Nothing else, really. Don't want to give one researcher focus. It hurts you. We got nothing out of that. Darn. Okay. Expansion. Let's do... we did change a law, right? Senatorial endorsement, so not tribal assembly. Since we don't have any generals right now, let's go corruption. Hello, everyone. Wow, I think this is the most viewers I've ever had. You guys must have all come from guides. If so, thank you. Let's... Okay, we got a little while here till we can attack people. So let's build another academy, probably. We're gonna bribe the chief augur. There we go. Popularity, army recovery, and state religion happiness. Attack is the best form of defense. We just gotta make sure there's no mass alliances versus us. This guy is merciful. Huh. I don't know if I've seen this one for a while. Traditionalists, Bonnie conviction, tyranny reduction. How nice. Rousing orator, morale of armies will help. Thank you. I've enjoyed making the guides. Part of the reason I'm doing this stream is if you guys have any questions, by all means ask them in the stream and I can try and answer them. It's much easier than trying to do a guide for every individual question. Okay, our claims are growing. There we go. Claims on land down south. That's what I needed. We're going to be fighting two people. These two we're going to go for... Really doesn't make a difference. All our feudatories are going to join. This should be a pretty easy war. Okay. And let's of course do a omen for the discipline. Yeah, that's usually how you assimilate culture super fast. You build a theater and you have a city. You also want to try and get the law changes. I don't know if Rome doesn't have it, but usually on most governments over here there's a conversion, an integration option. Easy victory on our part. I'm going to be using a lot of auto-run armies in this game, just because the AI does a pretty good job of taking out enemy armies. Okay. Of course, it doesn't help if my armies march into fights they can't win. Oh, that's just painful to watch. That was painful. Obviously, we didn't deploy our main legion here because we wanted the fort. What we're going to use is basically control one of the armies ourselves and then let our allies wander around conquering things for us. Ooh. Is this our ruler? He's now aggressive. Oh, that's nice on your starting ruler. Perfect on a starting ruler when you're going to fight things. You automate. Go. It's going to take all of those, so let's go for their fort. We're gonna take the land because we need it for to become a regional power. Okay. Baby was born to the consul. It really doesn't matter. Victory was ours. As you can see, this is why feudatories are great. There's just a vassal swarm, basically. You want to do the Pan-Italian Conference because you can sometimes get feudatories out of it. The feudatories in Rome, if you get them from the event, keep them. Keeping the feudatories around is usually your best move. Discipline at the start. I want to make sure I can win these wars without losing lots of people, and we're going to want to do it fast. Yeah, automating armies is amazing. I really hope they introduce it into EU4 at some point. It makes life 10 times easier because now I don't have to command this army. It marches around, sieges, and occupies. I think Imperator Rome has definitely a better warfare system than EU4, which is saying something because the game still is not to the levels of EU4. Is that going to be overwhelming victory? I think it is. And we'll take it all. Regional power. Awesome. So out of these options here, for those of you who don't know, this one gives a huge cultural penalty, but you get popularity, whereas this one reduces aggressive expansion with a minor penalty. This one you lose popularity, but you imprison people. And this one you just decide. I tend to take banish those of class. It reduces your AE a bit, which is always nice. Regional power. Mission complete. So we want to pick coastal city, Salernum, I think. Vanquish them. We want to found this on this, it's so hard to see, this province here, because it's a choke point. See, if we build the city here, we can put a fort in it, and it will control all access from the south, which should help for our future war with Carthage. We'll approach the Greeks. We're going to disband our levies once they stop moving. Do we want to support a war against Syracuse? Yes. Spend all levies, and we're going to get a legion. Punic reforms. Raise a legion. So we can support up to roughly 3.5 gold a month. We don't have enough manpower. Oops, that's a problem. There we go. A new legion. The first legion has been formed. We got Primogenia, or Primogenta, or however you say it. Yeah, it's very fun to play with the armies automated. You get some crazy stuff. But you do have to be careful about, yeah, as you said, the AI is losing you wars. Yeah, you've got to be careful about them all standing on each other. It's a real issue. But, okay, we've got 2 allies against a potential war with Syracuse. So we get to choose who we want to make a family member. Let's make our general a family member. Or, sorry, a prominent city. We're going to declare war on Syracuse. We can't raise levies right now. That was the downside of disbanding them. So what we want to do here is we want to bribe them to become tributaries. Okay, so this is an interesting event. This is one of our city-states, Marcia up here, or our feudatories, is unhappy. I found the best option is to actually give them land, because they start with a penalty, which as you can see is -40 to Overlord. You give them the land, they stay happy with you basically for the rest of the game. We're going to bribe these guys if we can. Nope. I just gotta wait till I can raise levies, and then we'll send out our troops. There we go. We'll let the legion itself be automated where I command the base army. So, Syracuse, do we have military access? We don't. Send a gift. Syracuse thankfully got weaker in the most recent patch, so it's reasonably easy to conquer them. Oh, we got a tributary. How nice. Improve opinion. All I need is military access, people. Come on. I know you don't like me because I just conquered a lot of your neighbors, but seriously. Another tributary. Got a couple tributaries out of this. Oh my gosh, I'm bribing everybody. There we go. Military access. Perfect. Now we can actually squash Syracuse and pick up all that land. Name my heir Naughtius Maximus. Ay. What units are the best? Heavy infantry is the strongest units in the game right now. The game is very heavily weighed towards heavy infantry. By the way, 40 viewers, thank you guys all for coming. I've never seen this many people. And thank you, Anu. I don't actually have an heir, but if I get a kingdom, I can try and do that. I don't want to integrate the subjects because the feudatories will supply troops in the war. There is a regional difference. As far as I can tell, it seems to be about 2 regions. So, like, troops in Magna Graecia will not go to fight up here because there's 2. I don't know the exact distance, but yes, that problem of automated armies not joining wars is a real problem for me when I play as well. Syracuse got some land on me here. That's fine. I'm not too worried about Syracuse. They're not a big threat. They've only got, what, 9,000 troops maybe? Or less than that. I've got 9,000. They've got significantly less. There we go. Once we get this straight, we're all set. To Messana. There we go. Okay, we got a choice here. Taxes, popularity, or stability. We're going to take taxes at the moment. And where'd my legion one? Oh, my legion's part of the siege. Okay. We want to increase that legion size as soon as we can. New ruler. Noble output. That's not bad. We want tech, so that will help. This guy needs to be replaced, though. Looking at him, he is massively incompetent. 7. That guy's 8, so we'll put him in there. This 9. He's 9. This guy is 9 as well. Yeah. So right now we don't really care who we put in the office. We want the political power from having good officers in place. There we go. We now have a city there and a city there as well. Perfect. Let's make sure to automate anything. The one risk I have found, and I will mention this here, from taking the land in Magna Graecia, Graecia, or however you want to say it, is that the governor of it becomes super powerful for a long time, which is annoying. But there's not much I can do about it, considering this is the route I've chosen for expansion. Now, to Syracuse. Oh, awesome. They have 2. They have 1 subject state, which will make this easier. Please fight them, actually, if we can. A ruler has illness. Oh, they actually beat my legion. That's not good. Free money. Easy victory with the actual legion, or the actual levy. Not our pathetically weak legion. There we go. Victory was ours. The legion should just occupy things. 10 political power for 6 stability. Yes. New governor. Guy's loyal, so we'll put him in there. Okay, what else we got for comments? Elephants are strong, but you can counter them. Heavy infantry is really strong. The way to counter heavy infantry, surprisingly, archers, I found. Yeah, some trade rework will be cool. Camels are pretty nice. Really, camels should have a massive bonus, like in the desert. Like they should almost have like a terrain bonus more than they do. Because you can't really use heavy cavalry in the middle of the desert. Freedom. We now have an unhappy person. We do have the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus though, which is cool. Gotta love starting with a great wonder. It's not as great as the one in Macedonia or Egypt. That's right up there. We are gonna do Jupiter here because we want to reduce the aggressive expansion. Free stability. For having somebody competent in government. I like how you get stability for a competent governor. Or competent officer. Come on. What are you doing? You're just helping siege. See, that is the power of an automated legion. It ran out of the way to go catch an army. That is why I like automation sometimes. Other times, it's terrible. Let's go kick them out of there. We should win that fight without much trouble. Superior discipline. Okay. Now to take their last settlements, basically. We'll put veteran from Alexander's army into our lands. That's alright with me. We actually want to avoid major fighting here in this area, so the less they fight, the better. So let's get an aqueduct going. We're going to want to fill Rome with a lot of academies, the Latium area. Latium areas, then marketplaces, all those combined make a huge difference. Right now I'm focusing nobles because I want the research. Turning Rome into a huge research center will make a difference. We're capped out, but obviously as we expand, we want to keep that level high. See, this guy's a governor, but he's already disloyal because of the power base. So, resignation. 70 seems loyal. We'll see if 70 is enough to keep a governor loyal. And final province to be sieged down. Or final area. I don't think I can take all their land yet. Nope. Gotta siege the fort. We're not gonna beat them to the siege. That's a problem. We're in a sieging race and they're winning. There we go. The sad fact is we are slightly depopulating Syracuse with this war. Realizing we're killing enough of their people, their population is going to go down. Okay. I don't actually want to fully wipe out their army here. I just want to take the forts. Want to save as much of their population as possible. There we go. That should be... Yeah, we'll take everything. So, we could sack them. We'll put them as part of Rome for now. Stand down our levies, up our legion size, because we actually have some manpower here, so... Supply chains, and then we'll do that. Also, let's see if you guys have said anything. Well, Carthage had African elephants for some time, so the African element, like Hannibal used, is extinct now, I believe. Yeah, horse archers are really powerful. Yes, Pompeii's eruption is a thing. It's devastating. It is very painful to experience. There we go. Innovation. So, what do I want to use it on? I kind of want to start working our way down to keeping provinces converted and happy. But do I want the money first? Let's try... We're going to be expanding a lot quickly, so I'll focus on that. We want to cancel military access, because we're going to want to conquer those guys. These guys are an ally. These guys are a tributary of these guys, who have no allies. Awesome. Always nice when your enemy has no allies. We also want to embrace Greek culture if we can. Traditions, right? We need 68 population. So Sicilian culture would work. I think we're probably going to embrace Sicilian culture because we're going to get more land. Yeah, we'll embrace Sicilian culture. We obviously want to get at some point into the whole the Greek tradition tree as well. We have enough. Whoops, we have a free investment. That's got to go in Rome. As always, invest free in your capital. And then we'll do 80 political power for that and see where we go. Yeah, there can be some pretty nasty revolt eruption events. It can be absolutely devastating for your governments. I guess that'll work. We want to get some engineers involved if we can, so we siege faster. Leveled that up. Defending Liberty. We do not want to take that right now, because it is a 10 aggressive expansion reduction. So let's do Divine Mandate. Declare war on these guys. Call in an ally. We shouldn't need to send our levy. We should be able to win this without a levy. Improve subject opinion of us. We want to make sure our feudatories will always join us in wars. Let's see, we have a claim on this province, so we'll declare war. We have a claim on these guys, but they are losing a war. Interesting. And we do have a claim on these guys, but they're allied to those guys. Okay, declare war. Now we're going to raise a levy to fight. We'll raise the Latin levy and automate it. No, no, no. Stop marching away. I want you to actually stay there and siege that down. So what I'm doing here is obviously I'm looking at, it's sorted by skill. So I look at the top one. If they've got a good enough loyalty, I appoint them. If not, I look further down. Or if I have any scorned families, which I don't have right now. So makes the life a lot easier. We don't have to worry about your families. As far as I can tell, it seems to be 2 engineers for the siege stuff. Seems like you have to have 2 engineer regiments to get a +1 to your siege, which is a little annoying. Sure, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna integrate them, we don't really care. We can unintegrate them later, which we'll probably consider doing once we get some Gallic stuff. Do we want Cometicism in our lands? I think no, because then we will lose religious unity. Okay, and you two there to help with the siege. Got to keep an eye on this guy, because he's our general, and he's got a lot of influence. We're probably going to need to take a detour into the military tree to snag the +5 loyalty of generals soon. Just to make sure we can always have a legion. Okay, that would that would be a victory here on sieging down that settlement, but I also want the other one. Okay. Bountiful harvest, so you can get stability or you can get money and approval. Almost always the money and approval is worth more. And we'll annex these guys. Kill off their nobles. Now we've got too many forts here, so we'll get rid of this one. We have too many forts here as well. Oh yeah, we have way too many forts here. We'll get rid of that one. Syracuse must have a level 2 fort. Yeah, so we'll get rid of that one. That should solve our money issues. Yeah, +4 gold. Ridiculous how expensive those are. Uh-oh. One of the party leaders was murdered. That's not good. Yeah, wiped out their army. No, we're not going to have Roman ones. Atropatane? I haven't played them. So, compensate them from overtime. What are we doing in Rome? Good. We want an academy. And I think we will probably do Mercury from now on. At least for a little while. We've got A low enough, it's not going to cause too many problems in the near future. We don't actually have a claim on those guys' lands. Well, we're going to wipe out these guys' allies, so might as well get a claim on them. Basically, we're going to subdue this area, and then we're going to take out Etruria, and then probably kick Carthage out. There we go. That should be victory in this war. Oh, the problem is these guys hold. Yeah. That's annoying. We don't want them as a tributary, so we'll just take the lands. And then we'll basically wait till we win the siege and then we'll attack. We're going to go down the left side of the Roman tree to snag the 6 free innovations, which is broken. And then we'll see where we go from there. Will I do a Maura stream? Or, which is quickly developing to be a bit of a meme, the Miaura stream? Probably not, offhand. I've conquered all of India as them on the prior patch. They're not really that exciting. They're really easy to conquer everything with. Do we have too many forts? We do. Let's get rid of this one. Oh, it's a level 2. That helps. And that one. That was a port. Darn. Well, that was a misclick for sure. Oh well. It's not a big issue. Let's attack these guys. Can we attack any of these guys, actually? No, I need claims. How annoying. Fabricate claims. Rent them. Do we want to attack Etruria? Yes. So we want to take Tuscia. I assume that's where Tuscany comes from, the Tuscia. What is with public the Optimates do not understand? They always ask for so much stuff. It's not worth giving it to them. Okay, let's get some more academies going. victory, victory. You know what I should do is I should track down... We've just assimilated a lot of stuff. The Syracuse one of Athena. I would ideally like to remove it. We can't, though, I don't think, without looting it. Or maybe I can do it this way. Ah, there we go. Remove the copper shield of Athena. I'm going to remove that from you. And I should be able to put the shield of Athena somewhere, right? There we go. So why am I doing this? For those of you curious, I'm doing this because it gives +2 trade routes. And putting them in the capital is going to be much more useful than having them in Syracuse at the moment. The Tarentums want to do other stuff. We want them to be clients. Possible? They've accepted. Ooh. I've never actually had them accept. Every time I've done it, they've always opposed it. So that's kind of awesome. These guys are not our allies, so fabricate claim. As you can see why I have automated armies a lot of the time on some of these wars. Until I need to do something else, they're going to win. Tribal game is not rewarding, basically. It's unfortunately... needs a lot of work. You can play tribal nations and they're interesting, but they're not fun. No, if you're going to pick an innovation and you're going to be a regional power, you want to get professional training so you can raise your first legion. I find that to be the best. And then over on the oratory, the legal patronage +2 loyalty of characters is just too good to pass up. And then usually I just go down the income route. Is it possible to win the game without going to war? There's no real win condition of these games. That's part of the fun part of the Paradox games. There's no real win condition. Obviously there's losing conditions, but there's no direct win condition. Who else am I fighting? Oh, they can just control that. Okay, so we're basically just fighting Etruria, which is actually ideal here. I do have a really cool strategy I'm going to do a video on in probably next week. It's basically a extraordinarily broken strategy as Judea. As Judea, without going to war, I had control of all of this area. I didn't fight a single war at all. So I'm going to do a video on that at some point. Until they patch it, it's a really fun way to succeed as Judea. Especially because they're such a great economical powerhouse left alone. I have to say, when I found that Judea was like one of the best countries in the world to play with the economy, I couldn't believe it. I had to do another game to make sure it worked. And it did, which was crazy. Nobody bothers him. It's really weird. Pay for the replenish the shortage. Oh, I'm broke. That's why. Being broke tends to cause issues. They're going to retake that fort, aren't they? Maybe not, actually. Come on. There we go. I would say we have victory, other than occupying that one settlement there. New ruler. See, right here, this guy would be ideal, but he's low loyalty. Part of that is because of scorned family. So I can probably safely put him in office. At some point he'll cause trouble, but not right now. Potential civil war. Our general got ambitious. Yeah. We can't hold a triumph right now, but next month we should probably do it. But he has not won a large battle, so I'm going to have to bribe him. He has been bribed. We'll go here, swap to his much loyal next commander, and fire him. Is this guy bribed? Yes. Place him with you. There we go. Problem solved. Power of bribery. Can you please occupy that settlement? Oh, it already is. I think we got a bug, everyone. There should be lines across that, and there isn't. Okay, that explains why they weren't taking it. So let's absorb all of Etruria that we can get to. Do we want to take the time to go and take their... Nope, we have no ships. All our ships died. No, we want all their lands. We'll invade and take Corsica later. There's no real rush to take Corsica. It's not part of our required missions, so end the Etruscans. We'll transfer power to Kosai. And seat the Umbrians. We'll put this in right there because it's a choke point. Now we have to conquer that area. Conquer this or that area. And then kick out the Gauls. No, that's a pretty good start for right now. What's special about Judea is the fact that they start as a tributary of the Antigonids, and then once the Antigonids tend to collapse, there'll be an event that will transfer the tributary status from the Antigonids to the Egyptians, which happens most of the time. Egypt will not break that alliance, the tributary alliance, so long as you do not run out of cash. If you run out of, you go negative in money anytime, it can be broken instantly, so you want to always have money. But they'll trade with you, and more importantly, the Judeans have basically deified rulers in the form of their prophets from the start of the game, and one of them, Moses, gives a free provincial investment every 8 years, which is just really strong. It basically allows you to get, I think I had plus 45 trade routes in Jerusalem, and I was making like 60 gold a month. It was ridiculous. You don't even have to do anything. That's what's so crazy about it. Okay, that's going to give me control of the rest of that peninsula. Let's see. Do we have any forts to get rid of? Probably. Rid of that one. In some ways, the most annoying part is the game doesn't have a pop-up saying like you're over your fort limit. There we go. Let's get some more academies being built. We're still doing fine on research at the time, but might as well invest in it now to get the bigger benefit later. Our consul. I think we're gonna pray if he dies. He died. Okay. Apparently the prayer didn't work out well for him. There we go. See, the benefit of sometimes auto doing these wars is I don't have to try and chase down every little army. I can focus on building up my country. Gotta make Rome mighty. To be honest, I probably would not have played Rome if I had if like I was picking what stream game country I was going to play, but considering it's called Imperator Rome, I figured I probably should play them for the first major Imperator stream I've done in a while. Victory, victory, victory. We do not want to do roam freely or none shall hide because it makes the troops loyal to the person. Even though they are a levy, it's just safer to take the cash. Might as well throw down another academy somewhere. And then we just have to wait for the remaining sieges. Speaking of which, though, can I up the Legion while they're in my territory? It looks like I can't at the moment. I'm too poor as Rome. Poor Rome's only supporting a Legion and has 92 territories and 1,000 population, but I'm broke. Looks like the automatic trade has gotten messed up, so give me a second here and see if we can fix that. That would be why I'm having cash issues. Honestly, probably the reasons I've offended everybody around me. I would say that's probably why I'm not getting any trade. Ah, there we go. I know it's not worth importing multiple of stuff past the basic bonus, but right now we just want to fill out the trade routes. It's not the most profitable thing, but at least having the income helps. Any vegetables? No. For some reason, no one wants to give me vegetables. Or honey. I'd really like some honey. No salt either. It looks like it's mostly livestock and fish. Yeah, that should help our income considerably. I think. Oh, not as much as I thought. Oh well. This war is almost over anyway. Civil War. Who are you now? The stupid governors. Okay, so we got an event here that's basically saying Carthage is getting aggressive. Carthage is probably going to be our biggest threat for some time. We're going to actually take it mainly for the manpower. There we go. Well, war's over. Once that siege finishes, we should control basically the Italian boot, with the exception of the Carthaginian lands. Okay, so this event chain, we can try and force it through, lose loyalty, or we can try and placate them. I find it's better to placate them and then see if you're willing to push through otherwise. And usually this will do for now. It gives you 2 freemen, so it's usually worth it from a population perspective. And that should be victory. Not quite. Okay, we've got more money here, or another innovation. So let's get down military sponsors. I'm already tired of having disloyal generals. There we go. That should be victory. Major power rank. Now, of course, the odds of having a civil war go up even more. It's probably not the best thing to do when you're in a civil war issue. Gateway to Greece. Tame these guys. So another thing to realize is sometimes when you're doing these colonies, like this one gives 4 freemen, this one creates a city. It's usually worth getting the city. We need to own 3 more territories and kick out the Gauls. We already have a claim on this area, so we will declare war. Let's make sure I don't have too many forts. I do. We're going to get rid of that one, keep the fort in the city because we can upgrade it further. And now we got to figure out what we want to do with the governor here. He is skeptical and unhappy. So, he's only slightly corrupt. So we're probably going to have to bribe him. Yeah, we're going to have to bribe him. I don't think we can't remove him. So, free hands. Now we replace him. There we go. The free hands is unfortunate that we had to give it, but it happens sometimes. Let's get another trade route set up for the future. Obviously, right now, a lot of these are not being filled. It's just because there's not enough trade routes to go around. Trade goods. Yeah, we've got a lot of people there. Thank you guys all for coming out. Last time I did a stream, I had, I think, 6 people. So, well, what series will I do after Egypt? Well, it depends how many... Whoops, the game crashed. I will be right back. I should be able to just restart the game. So, unfortunately, Imperator does crash. Thankfully, you guys can still hear me. We'll be right back. Should be fine. I should be able to just load back in. It should pick it up again. Sorry about that. What series I'll do next? Depends if people still want Imperator. If they want Imperator, I'll probably do another one. Otherwise, I'll probably consider EU4 or I was going to get back to doing some more Switch games. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully the footage is going to catch up again. Yes, it did. Okay. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. This guy is back again because we lost a little bit of progress. So let's just quick replace him. You, and then we're stable. Sorry about that. That was weird. Sometimes Imperator does that. It's annoying. There we go. We got a claim on every territory in Greece. So the question is, how do we want to do expansion? So if we go for Gaul, we're going to get pinned down in here for pretty much the whole game. The other option is we invade Greece over here, get involved in successors. The benefit of doing that is they're all Hellenic, so we can take over the land and integrate them quickly like Rome did historically, rather than trying to convert them and then integrate them. Tough decisions. Let's do right of intermarriage here. Try and keep the people as happy as we can. I think that's good for the moment. We're winning this war already. New innovation. Let's make our generals loyal. Yeah. Speaking of generals, he's not too ambitious, which is good. So let's get him some more troops if we can. We can stick some more in there. Another one of you. Another one of you, and then let's get some, at least one heavy cavalry to start. There we go. We are now much stronger than we were before. I could do a tall Greek city-state one, potentially. The sad fact of the matter is playing tall only works until you don't get invaded by a great power. Transparency can only benefit our legal system. Gain popularity, prominence, approval, and human happiness. Sure. And it allows us to enact any laws we may wish to do. So we have a choice between avoiding religious mandates or population conversion speed. We're going to swap to that. At some point we want to probably flip to being a empire, because there are benefits to that. How are we making our money in terms of trade? I don't think we want to swap that law yet. Right now the manpower recovery is pretty useful. Okay, so these guys are run out of population, basically. I can't stand the levy down because we're in war, unfortunately. They are really slowly dying off. Okay, this guy is a co-consul. We got to investigate him. We don't have to investigate him, but it's usually a good idea to do so. Okay. This is actually a... Whoops. This is actually a really good war for us because it can get us land all the way up to the Alps if we win it, which we should. This guy tried to flee. Free his slaves and give them the money. Yeah, we'll do that. Lose some political power. The guy got away. We made the slaves happier. Slave revolts are a real thing. Let's raise some troops from Greece or Magna Graecia. Or Magna Graecia. I don't actually know how to say a lot of these names. I apologize. I took a Latin course in high school. I remember that via is road and I think it's puella is girl, and that's about it. So I'm trying my best. Free money from tributaries, always nice. New ruler. As you can see, most of the government goes on its own. The government has very little impact for me on how you actually play. Yeah, some cities, new innovation. How much are we spending on legions? Not as much as we're spending on forts. We've got too many forts somewhere. Let's take a detour to probably aggressive protection here. Well, actually, no. We should start down the religious. We want to get the temples because we're going to have some druidic population to convert. They're winning up north. See, the Legion does fine on its own. I just keep an eye on everything going on down here. Another innovation. Accepted rights. New researcher. There we go. A series on the Maura would not be very entertaining. The area needs work. It doesn't have a lot of unique events. I have no idea why Chandragupta does not have a bloodline. It seems like a pretty major oversight on their part. This guy wants to become a governor. Sure, I guess. We attacked these guys, not those guys. Okay, so we got this event. This guy will keep showing up with artifacts if we pay for him, basically. We're going to lose 3 population, but we get an ancient fertility figurine, which should help us grow population, assuming we put it somewhere. So let's put it in one of the holy sites in our land, if we can. Syracuse, can we? Oh, they're not. It's not one of our deities. I don't think we can at the moment. It's a little annoying sometimes, the religious mechanics. Once we win this siege up here, we'll be able to snag all this land. Then we'll probably do the mission that says subdue Cisalpine Gaul. Just because it gives us a more stable land. Don't have enough farmlands to please our veterans, but we can pay them, otherwise we receive penalties. Sure, we'll give up the land we got. Only a 5% tax modifier, basically, so... someone else is invading them. Interesting. Oh, it's a horde. Someone sacked it. Oh no. Carthage destroyed the holy site of Mars. We may have to build a holy site for Mars in response. Okay. So we should be able to piece these guys out separately. There we are. Now we should be able to take the rest of this in a piece deal. There we are. And now we do the events, get rid of 1.5 aggressive expansion, drive out the Gauls, Italian Colonia. So we have a choice between all of our colonies. What do we want them to be the benefit? Manpower, building slots tax, trade, or integration. I think we probably want the assimilation for now. So now we have a choice between Roman hegemony or Italic citizenship. I think we got to go Roman hegemony here. Unfortunately, non-integrated cultures will be unhappy, but this will complete our first mission as well. So let's check forts, because I know we have too many of them somewhere. We must have too many somewhere. We don't need a fort here. Too many there, way too many here. We don't really need that one there either. I'll stay over in a couple of these. But we have a new decision, expanding the campus Martis. Manpower recovery speed and cohort starting experience. The manpower recovery speed is worth 250 gold. So, and just like that, Rome is huge. Stacking holy sites. Holy sites do have a benefit. Like, if you look at what it does, you get tax, building slots, and migration attraction in it. So if you put them all in your capital area, you'll get more people moving into the capital area, and you'll get more building slots. So it is worth compiling them all up. I need 300 gold and 50 political power to make a deity holy site, though. Let's get rid of our levies, because they are not that useful at the moment. And up our legion, basically, by heavy cavalry. So, once this is done, we've got to choose where our next mission will go. For right now, I'm kind of happy to leave Carthage alone, improve opinions with them. They hate us anyway, by the way. There we go. That should be the end of a mission tree. Finish mission. Okay, so now we got choices. We can invade Greece. Macedon is doing pretty well, though. We can invade Cisalpine Gaul. We can try and take over, fight a war with Carthage. Or we can try and improve Italy. Macedon is stronger than us, so I don't think we want to fight them right now. You'll see in this case, Judea must not have flipped and got conquered. So let's go for Cisalpine Gaul to subdue this area. Stabilize this area, and then we will progress further up that way. Okay, so we're going to go after the boys and these guys, basically. There we go. Yeah, that's why I'm avoiding the Italy, because it's a pain. You are half the time with missions, you already want to have all the land under your control before you do the mission. It's really kind of weird that way. cool. If I attack these guys, I'm going to be at war with all of them. Perfect. Let's make sure we have all the trade routes functioning. Obviously, we're going to basically stick one trade route in every province that we can. Doesn't matter that much, that guy. So we have excess stuff, but we have 2 free, which means they have to go in Rome first. I died. New person in office. Sadly, you have to use the free investments, which is weird. We are not going to interfere in politics. There we go. We have a new... People are unhappy. Yeah. As you can see, we're losing loyalty in most of our recently conquered territories. That's not too unexpected. It does take time to fully integrate them. Which is why our next texts need to be to get open religion. And then the next one is... Where's that one? Gradual integration. Here we are. So we actually want to go 3 deep, probably get the culture one as well. Basically, we need 5 innovations, all of which are going to be under one tree. Thankfully, once we get the next Greek ones, we get next Roman traditions, we should get innovations, which will help. Legion cannot be expanded, but it can be drilled. Shock action is still the best. Okay. Go. Progress has been made. Actually, you know what? We should just attack. Why are we waiting? We ideally want to attack the person with the least allies. This guy will do. Go forth, my legion, and win. Raise troops from there, and we'll raise... For some reason, you take over a land, you can immediately raise 2,000 troops from the land you've taken over. It's quite bizarre. The game doesn't really explain why all of a sudden I can get 2,000 troops, but I can. Battles. We actually won, wow. I thought we were dead. Okay, so now I'm probably going to have to start doing some micromanagement up here at some point. Oh, free candle. Take the Oracle. We may have to micromanage it because the AI armies seem to struggle with this area. I don't know what it is about Cisalpine Gaul, but the AI automated armies tend not to do a very good job in it. They keep walking around this impassable terrain every time. Yeah, the uncolonized issue. Really, they should make a condition on a lot of events, be it either has to be uncolonized or owned by you or a subject. Oh. Researchers. Oh, I lost 2 researchers. Weird. While I have all you guys here still, does anybody have any more questions or anything? I'll probably continue this stream next week. And I'll be doing probably some more guides in the meantime. So if you got any requests for those, feel free to mention it. I've got a list of stuff to do. I have a culture guide coming out tomorrow. Although I may not have an Egypt episode for that. We'll see. Release the funds. We can't afford that. So normally I put another trade route here, but for now we're going to do a building slot. Because unfortunately, Rome is over its population capacity. We obviously want to make it a megalopolis as soon as we can, but... Massive city. Or metropolis in this case. I like megalopolis though, but metropolis is correct. Okay, another victory. We attacked you. Can't make peace yet. Okay, next year. More building complexes. I think I'll actually save the gold here till I get 300, and we'll do a holy site from Mars to get a bigger advantage. We've got excess cash right now, so we might as well use it. Okay, victory was ours. The power of the Roman legions is unmatched. Apparently, okay, there we go. It wasn't letting me click on that, which was weird. We're going to face a lot of instability from now for a while. But we've gone into the Paduas Valley. And we still have some more conquests to do. These ones are not usually worth it because they tend to make you get a tribal vassal, which means you can't get the land. Okay, so we're going to be at war with you soon. Claim and claim. Might as well get claims on these guys too, right? Rome is really overpowered in this game. I mean, look at how little of time we're into this game, and I've already conquered this much land. Ridiculous. Oops, no, I don't want the mercenary. I want to check to get rid of this fort. Much better off having the fort in the city than having it on a settlement. Let's dedicate a holy site to Mars. Where do we want to put that? Let's put it in Tiber region. And holy site, Mars. Or Mercury. Actually, let's do Mercury, because Mercury's going to get us increased income in the long run. And we should be able to insert some stuff. Yes. Population growth will work. And so most of these only apply locally, which is unfortunate. Tomb of Romulus. I love how I can just move a tomb around, which is hilarious. Should not work that way. Hello, people. Yeah, Rome is doing Roman things. When would I subjugate rather than conquer? I would probably subjugate if you can get feudatories, or you can't match the size of the army. Tribe subjugation is very important. I've seen Gaul get united under the Avernia tribe, and like they had, I think, then they collapsed and they had like 50 feudatories. It was hilarious. Also, hello everybody else. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, Rome actually expands now. It's great. We are going to take money. We are going to get multiple free innovations. And we are going to do open religion for the Great Temple. And we're going back to oratory, and we're going to work our way towards gradual economic integration. More importantly, I got rid of 10 aggressive expansion by delaying taking that. And we are going to do local embassies, because we also want this one, integrated culture happiness. 6 is a lot. We also want the massive research efficiency. But basically, we want the Grand Theater building. Mercury's benefits have gone up, so we'll take him. Loyalty of the tribes. We're probably going to pause here in terms of conquest for a bit. Stability in exchange for political power is almost always worth it. Being below 50 stability really does hurt things. Especially now, the more aggressive expansion you have, that lowers the stability is painful. Especially because most rulers I found don't have good zeal. Sadly, not a common one. Are there ways to skew a Senate towards a certain faction? Yes, there is. The easiest one is to do this office right here. The censor tends to help with the approval and stuff. Basically, obviously you want to keep people happy. If you're having any trouble, appoint someone of that faction to that post. It'll improve the approval. The way to skew seats is, in fact, the way to change the Senate control seats is having the influence. So you see this one has 66% of it, which is actually, if I could have, I probably should have done that differently now I think about it. If I could have, it would have been great to race down here to try and do change some of the laws. Consulum ultimatum we want to snag if we can. Yes, I am going to actually do this. Because I've found sometimes as the game goes on, it's hard to get that law enacted. And we want that enacted when the time comes, because we want to get a royal family on the throne as soon as we can. Hilariously, monarchies are a much better form of government, even if we do betray all republic ideals in the process. Plus, hasn't everyone always wanted to create the Roman Empire? Okay. We have claims. We are going to war. Let's get rid of... Actually, how many people will we be fighting here? 3 nations. We'll use 2 levies and the actual legion. Can we up the legion? Yes, we can. Let's give it another supply chain. Not very good for combat, but then we never have to worry about our stuff coming out of it. Yeah, stability is much better, general. I really hope they apply it in the EU series. Caius Julius Forman. Well, in order to form the Roman Empire, you have to go over... Oh, it doesn't show it here. Basically, you want to form the dictatorship government form, which is kind of like a... It's kind of like an empire, but in order to form an empire, you have to, I think, have 600 territories. I think it's 100 more than the Great Power. I could be wrong. It's 500 or 600 to actually form the empire. As you can see, we're already up to 156. By the time I do all those reforms, it'll take quite a while to get there. But getting the dictator form of government is the first step. And we want to get that going pretty soon, if possible. Thankfully, our enemies are rather confined to a localized area, which should make this easier. See, this is where sometimes the automated legions are an issue. As you can see, they raced up here to fight rather than actually going for the war goal. So if this war drags on too long, the AI could force a white peace on me because I haven't contested the war goal. It's caused me problems sometimes, the non-contesting the war goal. So if you're trying to do any mass conquest, just be aware of what country, what territory to declare for it. You want to contest it, and if you want to take more land, you want to take the land, then let the enemy take the land back at some point, and constantly flip it until you've occupied all the land you want. Because you don't want to have white peace enforced on you, and you don't want to enforce white peace as well. Oh my gosh. Everybody's dying or being murdered all of a sudden. Not good. Thankfully, the war's almost over. More importantly, I'm going to get this stupid province. If you do like the... there's a mission where you basically have to own all... I think it's in this tree. You have to have all of Cisalpine Gaul, and for annoyingly, it's like these provinces, these territories right here, owned by nations out here, are part of it. So basically, I'm gonna have to attack these guys to complete this mission, which is something I was planning on doing anyway. But there we go. Victory is ours. We're basically gonna declare war immediately. Transalpine Gaul is now a thing. We're going to try and conquer the Alps, basically, with this war. Get up into Switzerland, modern-day Switzerland and stuff. We do need these provinces. We also need that one. So let's... we don't have enough diplomatic tech to get them as a feudatory, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we can do that. So fabricating claims time. We'll win this next war, and then we'll control most of it all. Yeah, Rome is the only republic government, as far as I'm aware, that has the unique innovations. The Roman tree is different. I believe you have all... These are different for Rome. I know for a fact that this area is different because you've got these 4 right here, I think. Maybe you have more. Rome is definitely the best nation in the game in terms of content. Fire a governor. Hey, the Seleucids are doing well. They're going to be... They should be a great power, so hopefully they've got legions. I'm a little worried about how big Macedon is getting, though. I mean, we're rapidly catching up in size, but they're a pain. Egypt is not going to be a big issue by the time we get to them. Unless Egypt does really well in the successor wars, they never get large enough to get additional legions. Nations that don't have multiple legions are less of a threat. Time to start our conversion of Northern Gaul. Or Southern Gaul, I guess. Southeastern Gaul? I don't know. I mean, it calls it Gaul, so... This area. Okay, what are we actually fighting for? Okay, good. We own Transapadana. What we need. We're probably not going to take all the land we could. We don't really want the land up here right now. It might be worth taking it if we can get it, though. All these territories are disloyal, though, so at some point we're going to have to deal with rebellions. I need to get the provincial government innovation, because that gives 0.02 loyalty. That will be very useful for keeping provinces loyal if we can get it. Won't stop them, but it'll help. That's part of the reason I'm building grand theaters and stuff. However, we are going to do unintegrated culture group happiness +3. That should just in general help keeping lands cultures happier. It's not perfect, but it should help a bit. Let's check up on culture. We're slowly converting Etruscan. We're slowly converting these guys. So let's give them intermarriage. Ligurian, let's give them intermarriage as well. Oh, we can't at the moment. We can do right of inheritance. We got to keep an eye on our instability right now. We're pretty unstable. Problem is our stability will not really recover until the aggressive expansion goes down. Okay, we've almost won this part of the war. I would like to take this area if we can. It makes it a lot easier to not have to cross the Alps every time you want a war. Plus, we want to convert these barbarian settlements. Basically as soon as we can, so we don't get hordes popping up in our lands every 6 months, which is annoying. Is this high enough yet? It is. And then barbarians here. Can I do... I am doing civilization already. Perfect. Okay, here we go. This guy has arrived here wanting to overthrow the government. Where is this? Oh, this is one of our... Is this one of our... Oh, this is our not ally one we want to conquer later on. We have no interest in it. We do want to wipe these guys out, though, at some point. We're having... Obviously, we can't declare war because we're so unstable, so we're going to take it easy after this war, rebuild a bit. How fast are we converting here? I am curious now. 1% a month. There we go. We're already getting some culture being done. Got to get one up here, though. See, since I can't build buildings when the province is unstable, I need to convert it sooner rather than later. I could go down here for increased conversion. This would be useful, though. Anything else I want at the moment first, though? Increased research efficiency. It's not fully an issue at the moment. I think I'm probably going to do the reduced aggressive expansion impact at the moment. Once we get to 80 experience, we'll get another 3 innovations. Great. Take the cash. Well, hopefully we can build another holy site soon. Go. We're winning. We just need... We need that fort siege down. We need those 2 forts sieged down, and then we can take all of that land. And that'll probably be all we want to do in this region. I'm thinking we're going to go this way, get into Greece through Epirus eventually. Guess we need to do commerce. I kind of want to do the reduced aggressive expansion, though. As you can see, automated legions make a big difference here. You just basically got to monitor them to make sure they don't get stuck on top of each other or stuck marching off of forts, because that is infuriating. Oh, we need some more people in the legion. New innovation. I really want to get down here at some point. We're going to need this for the major powers later on. But we don't need it right now, so I guess we should probably stabilize the country. Reduce governorship, get down here to conversion. It'll probably be worth more in the long run. It's always, there's no particular route you always want to take. I'm finding it depends on where you're conquering. Like since we're going to try and invade Greece, we don't need as much conversion right now as if we were going for Gaul. So it kind of balances itself out. We could just go for Gaul and become a great power invading Gaul, but we're going to face a lot of revolts and rebellions. Whereas if we go for Greece, we delay the time we need the conversion and we can go for culture first instead. I kind of want to invade Greece as Rome. I've never gone straight to Greece as Rome. On the other hand, we're going to get involved in the successor wars, though. And at some point, Carthage is going to come for us. Maybe we should take a detour and beat up Carthage, actually. If we could take over North Africa, eliminate Carthage, we can freely conquer this at our leisure. Probably just use one legion to conquer the whole region. See, here's an issue. These guys are going for an army rather than the siege, which we need. We only have 500 days till the game will automatically enforce peace. 400 days. Are we going to get this fort in time? I sure hope we are. Okay, which we have cash. Can we make another? We can make another holy site. Let's do probably Mars. The other thing to consider is, do we want to replace Ceres? She doesn't really contribute that much to our empire other than capacity, which is nice, like, is really good. But we could also flip it to population growth, which would get us more people with Venus. We do control Diana's holy site. That's only food. So we got to decide, Ceres or Venus. Venus would probably help in the long run more. We might consider switching once we're stable. Egypt is definitely one of the later game powerhouses. Once they stabilize Egypt, the sheer amount of money they get from trading is ridiculous. Okay, I think this should be complete victory. Let's just hope we can take it all. We be close. 86, 34 aggressive expansion. Right below 50, which helps. Once you go above 50, the penalties get horrendously bad. Thankfully, no coalitions like EU4. I hate coalitions. I think anyone who plays EU4 hates coalitions. I think it's like the rite of passage of EU4 is learning to hate coalitions. Keep those forts. Okay, so now we have a vast amount of territory we have to control. We are unstable, and the people are unhappy. We're on good pace, though. I think we will declare war on these guys to complete the mission. And then we're going to probably swap stances to keep people happy in the long run. So we don't get a inherent decay. Thankfully, we have a very, very good Praetor up here. Praetor. These guys, if you're playing as Rome, having a good guy in this office is probably the most important thing you can do. For some reason, Rome seems to get an extra bonus than this equivalent job in other governments. It's kind of weird. It's like the creators of the game said, oh, well, we need Rome to conquer more, so let's give them an advantage. It's really weird. We have a new ruler, and the objective is culture rights. I haven't seen that one in a while. So let's investigate that further. They want Etruscan to be an integrated culture. We're trying to kind of convert Etruscan culture, if I'm not wrong. So now we're going to run across another big issue, though, is most of the land we just conquered, as you can see, has no cities. So we're going to need to build some cities up here to convert this land. Or we're going to have to do, like, cancel to get rid of some of their buildings to put new ones in. Yeah, they filled up all their building slots, which is dumb. It'll make it a lot harder for me to convert them. Okay. Our score is right behind the Maura Empire, though. 3-5 war exhaustion reduction. Nice. We really need to start shifting away from having our levies in these wars, if we can. Okay, let's see. What are you guys saying? Harsh treatment on disloyal provinces. I will, but right now I want to get some money and stuff and conversion out of them. If you lose a war versus Carthage as Rome, Carthage is much harder to kick out. Yeah, we're going to put in some more loyalty. We'll change the stance once we're done with the war. CK2 defensive pack sucks. Yes, I have the original subjects at the moment. Reason being that the subjects, as you can see, are sending troops to these wars, so I don't have to use my own levies. I can just rely on... Stop! See, this is where automation causes issues sometimes. The war, I don't know why the war just ended there, but it did. Maybe one of you guys can tell me. What did I mess up there so badly? Was it an auto piece? I think it was an auto piece. We took too long to take the war goal. I don't know. Anyway, our conquest will be delayed. That's unfortunate. So, do we want to integrate the Etruscans or not? They have a large population. I don't think we want to integrate them. I think we want to actually build up our Roman population more. We don't want to integrate too much. Although I will probably integrate some Gallic culture at some point. Might be worth integrating these guys. They'll never be Roman. Once I get to a certain size, I'll probably integrate the subjects, but for right now, they help a lot. Who's my legion? Come back here. We're going to declare war on these guys. There we go. Wipe them out before they can join any alliance against us, basically. And then I need to start building some roads. Roads and cities. I need 250. Okay. We want to stick cities up here so we can culturally convert. I'd say that's a glitch, everybody. Right, right there. Construction of Name, Y, and Dertona. Okay. Stonehenge. Okay. Completes the construction of the living rock of Stonehenge. No, it's only... Okay, so no, it's only 1 cubit high. For those of you who have never seen, I think it's the movie Spinal Tap. I'm pretty sure this is a Spinal Tap reference. Because they order, I think, a copy of Stonehenge, and it's tiny because they mess up the size. It's inches rather than feet. I'm pretty sure this is a reference to it. 1 cubit versus 18 cubits. We'll complete it. So what does Stonehenge gets us? 20 plus 20 omen power. Ho ho ho, that's cool. Stonehenge, where the demons dwell, where a man's a man, or where the virgins lie. Let's do where a man's a man. We've got an epic here. We can afford a room, but that's it. That's hilarious. I just got a free Great Wonder of Stonehenge in Italy. With the Spinal Tap reference. Come on. For those of you who haven't seen it, Spinal Tap is quite hilarious. It's basically a mockumentary of a rock group. It's quite funny. I'm pretty sure that's a Spinal Tap reference. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. We need income, so we're going to keep Mercury in power. Or omened. Yeah. We'll keep promoting Mercury's cult right now. Carthaginian smackdown soon. We might not get to it this stream. Yes, they would count towards citizens for research, but if I convert them to Roman, then they will become nobles, which will give me even more research, which is why I'm going to culturally convert them first. Okay, let's swap our stance from bellicose to appeasing once we get enough political power. And that will get rid of our aggressive expansion faster, which is what we need. And then we're going to start our way towards... Oh, I don't know. Fortuna to Hellenic. We don't need Hellenicism in our land. We're already Hellenic, so I guess I could have taken that. Yeah, I should have taken that event, shouldn't I have? Oops. Well, that was dumb, I guess. Swapping stance. Yeah, we've had a lot of people. I think we hit 60 at one point, which is crazy. Is it better to keep Rome as a republic? It's debatable. I'm pretty sure that Rome as a empire is actually better, though. I need to wipe these guys out. 40. Okay, these provinces, we're trying to civilize them right now, and then we're going to convert them. We have gotten rid of the barbarians. Awesome. So let's do probably conversion. See if we can get some population on our side rather than against us. Oof. It'll take a while. Let's take the money. We want to get more temples. Grand Temple. I mean, here's the difference. We're already culturally converting here versus here. We have no conversion until we just did that event. We don't really need a fort here, do we? Any reason why Empire is better? You get more slots, basically. Yeah, well, the political power I don't tend to have issues. Yeah, the Stonehenge events change was crazy good. That's lucky. That's going to benefit us for the rest of the game, plus 20 Omen power. That is... The fact that you can get that. I've never gotten that event before, just saying. That's awesome. Even though we're only 73% religiously unified, we still have over 100 Omen power. Great. Absolutely awesome. And we're now... We've got a ways to go before we get our aggressive expansion under control. I'm waiting for us to start to be able to reduce barbarian power. Speaking of which, how is our general? Oh boy, we actually have a loyal general, which is amazing. A grateful family, yeah. Grateful families are awesome. Okay, so our next... Oh. Huh. This guy wants to replace one of our existing families. We want him to do so because it'll weaken one of the families. So the funny part is, you actually kind of want to keep replacing your your noble families because it does reduce their amount of prestige given time. And the more prestige they have, obviously, the more trouble they tend to get up to because they accumulate holdings. Okay, Great Temple. There, I guess. Okay, we're starting to spread Hellenicism through some of their provinces, which is good. We're almost up to a new military one as well. And we can attack these guys. So let's do this again. This time I'm going to not let the army automate itself, because that cost us stuff. Yeah, embellished Temple of Jupiter's crazy. Uh-oh. Negative events with Stonehenge. Oh boy. I would like to do historical borders. I don't know if we're on pace or not. We're doing pretty good. We still got another 200 or so years. We're already up to almost half of what we need to become a great power, so we could potentially do it. We could potentially do it. Unfortunately, going aggressive is going to hurt my stability. We don't have any money. Surprisingly, we're suffering on the income front right now. I probably need to, after I get reduced governorship, I think we probably need to go down the civics tree to try and pick up some more income. Get some more of the, just basically we need more trade routes and income. That or I need to get rid of all these forts, which, to be honest, I probably should get rid of forts, shouldn't I? We don't really need forts down here anymore, do we? Okay, get rid of that. Are these guys part of my lands? They are, okay. I'm going to leave 1 or 2 forts around just in case somebody, like, say, Carthage, lands troops in my lands. Oh, this is where we're losing money. Oh, this is horrible. How did I miss this? I'll leave that fort up there and get rid of this one. Some of these we don't own a lot of the province, which is why we have so many forts in them. I obviously want to leave some blocking the routes in and out of the Alps, because that will slow down any invasions. Paint the map. We're going to try and paint as much of the map as possible. Okay. Can you please take this fort? Come on. There we go. Now it should be automated. We're going to get rid of pirates. Our subjects have basically already won the war for us. This is why I keep the feudatories around. Look at this. I'm not even having to do some of the sieges. I just fight their big armies. They do the sieges. It's why I don't think getting rid of your feudatories is always a bright move early on. These guys are not part of my empire. How did I've missed like 5 or 6 nations in Italy, which is stupid. There we go. Roman roads. Dun, dun, dun. Road time. So, income. I guess this is going to be the best route to go down here. Okay. First, let's do reduced governorship for the provincial loyalty. Our legion is not costing us too much money. We could get a 10% on fort maintenance off. That would help. We're maxed out on our research efficiency, so we should do bookbinding. There's so many things we should do with all these innovations, but we're spending them on other stuff. Let's do Pythagorean mathematics, I think. Doesn't get us any income, but it does unlock this. We want temporary office, reduce threshold of civil wars as soon as we can get that. Let's throw down some temples. Yeah. Doing okay. I want to build a city soon. Wait, I have a city here. Okay, I already built a temple. Okay. State harbor fees. We're going to get a lot of innovations in a row here, which is great. Oh, dead governor. Because the loyalty is low, now that we've replaced the governor, they should all be harsh treated, which is good. Provincial loyalty up, even better. It's always nice to get an event that gives you more loyalty. Let's accuse... Oh, we have a fort left to siege, I guess. Why are you leaving? Weird. Okay. Once we take the fort, we'll have accumulated the Riviera coast. We can all go to the beaches in the French Riviera, right? Although in this case it would be the Roman Riviera, right? I suppose so. General population happiness, yes. That applies even to people of a different culture? Yes, it does. That's a pretty good one, actually. Income. We need 300 gold to build a city. And 50 political power, but we have that. We had 50 political power. Okay. This should be our last war for a little while. I say that, and then I'm going to start another war in like 3 months, right? That's a lot of war score to take this land. Okay, mission done. Northern Latins. Natural choke points. Fortify a territory. We got to be careful, because if we put it here, we'll replace farming settlements. We don't want that. Now it wants us to invade that area. Okay. One thing we need to do first, though, is get rid of any tribal settlements in our lands or provincial legations. Looks like we didn't actually... It looks like we got here soon enough. The AI didn't have a chance to build too many of them. I think that's all of you. None of those. None of those. Oh, one of you. How dare you hide? We have a decision. Embellish the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus. 2.5 discipline, 10 omen power at the cost of 350 gold. Yes. Prevents us from getting a city, but helps. Building the roads is worth it. Just for the Legion movement speed. So we'll automate these guys and we'll make them build a road for 10 gold. Which, for the Romans, it's even cheaper. I think everyone else, it's 50, right? Because it's automated, this is the best part. If you automate a legion that builds roads, it's automatically basically going to put the roads in the best place to get you around the map. Archimedes! We now have Archimedes because we own Syracuse. Educating the Alexandrine schools of Egypt. I didn't know Archimedes was in Egypt. He is talented. We want to put him in office. Probably, I think, Civic. Look at that, 13. Yeah, go Archimedes. Awesome. We could invade. These guys aren't our subject. Oh my gosh, how did I miss all this stuff? Let's finish subduing Italy here before we leave. Get rid of some brigands, more innovations. We want to get temporary office as soon as we can. Which is not going to be right now. Rivalry. Thankfully, rivalries when you're a republic don't seem to be as bad as rivalries when you're a monarchy. Those tend to just cause trouble. Nothing more than trouble. There we go. Can we throw up a theater anywhere? We could. How are we doing converting? not particularly great. So, give them any stuff. Right of intermarriage, yes. Okay. Right of inheritance. Yeah, we'll do right of inheritance. Keep them happy. The Etruscans. We could found a colony to convert them faster. I think that's all we can really do for the Etruscans because they're part of our culture group. No, we're good on that front as well. Well, we've tried to make this area as happy as we can. It's not great. But thankfully, the conversion is helping. Slowly. So these guys right here, I'm tempted to make them feudatories because their feudatories are helping so much. Here comes the Legion, slowly building a road as it marches to war. We're conquering them, so we don't really care about their opinion. I love how we get an event to overthrow their government while we're trying to wipe them off the map. That doesn't seem very useful, does it? Okay. I love how it's building a road while it marches to war. It should automatically stop building the road. Oh, it didn't. You can actually build roads to your subjects now. That is a big, nice change. You didn't used to be able to, which was a pain, if I remember. 80 gold to improve Rome. I don't think we want to. I think we really do need some more cities. Our ruler has dysentery. Or somebody of the family has dysentery. Oh well, doesn't matter much. There we go. Yeah, see, we're not building a road once we got to an enemy territory, which makes sense. Bina. What the heck is invading these guys? These guys... Oh, I'm not at war with these guys because they're okay. They're on my side. Yeah, that makes sense. We pretty much won the war then. We have to take the fort there. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't even know who was my fort and who wasn't. That was dumb of me. Who was on my side? What was my subjects? What were my forts? Gotta know all that stuff. Ooh. Okay, we just got tons of cash, so we can build a couple cities, which would be good. We need more money, obviously. There we go. That should be the war. Do we want to feudatory these guys? I think we do. We can always integrate them later. It's virtually free to integrate, so. And then we want to attack this guy? Yes. I know, I've changed stance to lower aggressive expansion and I'm not actually using it. Should probably swap stances then. Let's build another city first though. And we've almost gotten rid of the barbarian encampments in our lands, which is good. Can't get rid of that one, sadly. Any more temples? Nowhere I really need them. How about theaters? At least get one to try and convert Etruria. Okay. Also, while I have everybody here, I should point out the fact that I do have a Discord. I do chat with a lot of people on there. It should be in the on my channel page, but I could post a link to it here if any of you guys are interested. Let's see. Invite. Let's see. There is the link to my Discord if you guys ever want to join that. And let's conquer these remaining city-states. This will give us actually control of basically all of Italy at this point, outside of obviously the islands. Should probably start building a fleet, don't you think? The problem is I can't really match Carthage at sea right now. Patricico, plebeian aristocracy. Conflict of the orders. This would Lex Hortensia. Sure, we'll do that. We're not going to change the law. We wanted to change the conversion speed, though. I didn't realize that had changed away. Stay on the fort. So right there was an example of the Legion kind of glitching. It was just endlessly marching off, which means it would never actually siege down and take this fort, which is stupid. How about you guys? They have CBs on me, but I don't have CBs on them. Okay. We're actually going to change the law here rather than a fabricated claim. I keep saying I'm going to stop conquering things, and then I conquer more. However, changing this law to increase conversion will help a lot. Okay, and up here we built a city, so let's get a temple, and then we want a theater as soon as possible. The city of Vidonessa will become a haven for Roman culture in the north. So we just had an event where an unhappy family is raising legions, but because there was no indication of a civil war popping up, I can kind of safely ignore it. Ooh! Epic music. Engineered outcome. Our legion had, as a matter of fact, done really well in sieges lately, so now they have a bonus towards sieging. Siege ability 10%, siege engineers +1. And more importantly, we have just taken over some land, uniting all of our lands in this region. We need to get rid of some forts desperately. I'll get rid of this fort. We don't really need it. There we go. Well, I'd say Italy and Rome is ours. Yeah, the links are always going to be different between them. I had to create a new link for people wanting to join the Discord. Okay, income. Let's get another temple going. And then a theater. We'll have another center of culture up north. So if you click on the religious group, you can kind of see the density of it, which is interesting. So it tells me the religion is spreading up here, but not right there right now. We need a city here, basically. So we can give this guy a position. He's not particularly great at his job. But then the guy in office is pretty bad too. We'll give him the job. Yeah. Aggressive expansion reduction. Lovely. What I really should do is get a wonder going soon. That increases stability, because we're going to have issues with that. That, and if I can ransom these prisoners. So having prisoners in foreign land really annoyingly has stability issues, which is frustrating. I don't feel it should. If anything, you should have increased stability, because usually your political rivals are locked up in other countries. It's not enough cash right now. Okay, I think... Yes, we basically control all of Italy with the exception of up here, and obviously the Carthaginian and Etruscan lands. Thanks, Black Cat. Hopefully some people will show up eventually, but there's no rush for them to join the Discord. Normally I only do 2 hours of streaming, but since all of you guys are here, I'll keep going for a while. We'll go for 3 hours if we can. So, next war's got to be on these guys, but we need stability, and we desperately need aggressive expansion to go down. We're going to be fighting a lot of revolts in the future. It's going to be painful to deal with. How is our integration going? It's going okay. Not like it's 0.1 a month. Okay. We need a city here, though. Let's build Milan. Basically, we're building Milan, for those of you who don't know. Milan will be founded by the Romans. Okay. Yeah, we're about halfway done converting some of the cities, which is good. We actually have an event here. We'll take it. Maybe we can get Veneto as a feudatory. Not, we'll conquer them. These guys here, I don't really want to invade them. Can I threaten for the province? Nope. Threaten wars in this game, but it does not seem to be particularly useful. Let's strengthen the Legion again. More heavy infantry, the better. Right now, I'd honestly say Imperator is better than CK3. Awesome. We just got all these guys as a feudatory. We didn't even need to conquer them. Even better. Okay. I think Imperator is better than CK3 right now. Because CK3 is still lacking in content. Imperator Rome is obviously lacking in content as well. But I find the gameplay to be a little bit more interesting. Because there's a lot more ways to fight wars and expand right now. Let's start this war. We need a little bit of political power to swap stances. Re-automate the Legion. See, here we can see the issues. The Legion is not detecting the war up north, so we have to manually march them up. Bellicose. Bellicose stance. We're gonna conquer you guys. Come and be nice to us, because we're gonna go conquer you. Just double checking I didn't miss anything. Okay. Thankfully, we got these guys on our side, which means we can now attack Epirus pretty soon. Which is great. Temporary office. Threshold for civil war up by 5% makes this whole thing worth it. The other two are just great as well. That will save us income. So we have a choice to not act against the family for 5 years. If we do, we get provincial stability, though. but they could cause a lot of trouble. I think we're going to do it just to see how bad the event could be. Yeah, that should keep the lands much more loyal for some time. Interesting. Another innovation. 5% import value, always good. And then we'll complete trade ports. Get some more capital import routes. More sacking of Hellenic sites. That seems to pop up every 5 months, a sack. Another city. They're at 290. We're about the same size as Macedon. That's always a good thing. Especially because we're going to go to war with them at some point. I should probably automate that army. We're going to hopefully get control of this land, which would be awesome. If we do, then we're going to basically own the Alps, which removes the biggest barrier to expansion for the Romans, or the Alps, with all these choke points. Look at this. This right here should be enough reason for you to want to keep feudatories alive. None of this are my troops. These are all my subjects' troops. I just sit back and let them conquer things. It's glorious. I don't even have any allies. World port has been built. Cool. Awesome. More money coming in at Rome. And everything else. Let's make sure, how is we could improve the technology a bit more. Let's do that if we can. We do want to build a wonder, but that's going to take like 4,000 gold to build the cheapest wonder. Probably not worth focusing on right now. Oh yeah, I should be pretty close to 4K subs. I haven't checked lately. Thank you, by the way. I'm 2 away. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed after watching the guides. I was going to be happy earlier this week when I hit 3.4K, and then all of a sudden I'm hitting 4K by doing guides, which definitely has incentivized me to do more. I'll be honest. It's pretty awesome. Problem is, subjects don't always march in the right way. Although these guys have raised quite a few troops. Oh, that's obviously because this is the nation I have as a feudatory. Awesome. Look at that. They're handling the war mostly on their own. It's great. I don't even have to do anything. Yes, thank you. I enjoy the game, and the changes they made have made it 10 times better. Prior to this, it was you just tried to buy as many mercs as possible, and you could win that way. Now you have to deal with legions, which are cool. Professional armies historically have made the biggest difference in wars usually. Okay. Maybe I should try saving money and see if I can get to 4K gold. Family adoption, because this family was too small. We have a potential for a civil war. A party leader, and guess what? The governor of this area again. I warned you that these guys were going to be the biggest issue I had, and they are. Now he's unhappy because I got rid of his family being in power. My bad. Or being prominent. Well, we're going to keep squashing these nations and gaining land. So it looks like we have 2 forts left to take. There, and then occupations of capitals, basically. And then we should manage to complete this mission. I think we have basically everything we need. Okay. That is all good. I don't think we need this army right now, these army boosts. Although we are going to be going into Greece, so it might be worth it. Also, let's see if there's any... Yes, we want to take this one. Allows for military education, great wonder. We're probably going to want to put that on eventually, so we'll take it for now. Archimedes there being a wonderful researcher. We have nobody talented other than Archimedes, really. And then we will do that family, I guess. Hi, Average. Nice to see you. We have a lot of people here today. Everyone's come from the guides. By the way, if you guys didn't hear me earlier, if you do have any questions about the game that you'd want answered, I can try and answer them while streaming. If you need a clarification on something from a guide, or just want to ask a question about the game in general, I'll be more than happy to answer. We can build another city. Where do we want it? We already have a city there. We don't have a city in this province, though. So let's get a city going there. Yeah, that should work. Stability loss. Problem with putting people in government who are not skilled at governing. Demand his resignation. Put that guy in power. Just barely loyal. This army was going to go take a fort, but it's now racing off to go squash barbarians. We're not going to get all the land we need prior to the end of this war. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's take what we can. We need at least that province. Is that all we can take? Oh, it is, because we don't actually border these. That's annoying. How are we on diplomatic slots? We can afford to take one as a subject. So let's take these guys and make them a tribal vassal. There we go. Eventually they will reform enough, they will become a client state, probably. And that would be good progress. Oh, I suppose we could have given them to Veneto and given them the land. Oh well. My bad. At least we can do all these. See, this would have fortified Milan if we hadn't already done it. We might as well just get another city out of for free, basically. This is Alpine settlers, and then we can complete this. Get a triumphal arch, which will make integrated culture happiness up, which is great. We're gonna buy this guy's falling trade empire for a free trade route, basically. Okay, and now can we attack Epirus? Not really, not yet. Any chance I can just get a feudatory out of here? Or a client state? No. So we're going to have to attack Epirus probably for this land. And we also want to attack these guys at the same time. Epirus is getting really powerful. Thankfully they have virtually no allies. Put that guy in office. That should... The power base is just so huge up here now. This guy's basically always going to be disloyal. That's unfortunate. Oh, I gotta replace him. I should not have put him in there. 70. That guy'll do. Oh, 4K. Yay. Finally. How should you deal with squared families? If you can, you should try and give them a job. If you can't, because their skills are poor, then you can try and just ignore them. Usually they don't cause too much trouble. We're going to do conversion, integrated happiness, and citizens. Finish the mission. Dun da da. So, subdue Greece, subdue Gaul, or conquer in Italy. Macedon is only getting larger. Oh boy. I don't think we can fight Macedon right now. Maybe we can, because we are Rome. I think we should probably go to beat up Carthage while we can. They're growing faster than us, so... We could just go straight for Carthage, but we don't want to do that. So let's do the first Provincia, I guess, for now. Case for expansion. We need a navy, basically. So let's build a navy. There we go. Okay, hopefully that should be good enough. Okay, Corsica we have a claim on. Obviously we want to attack Corsica, but we need a navy. We already have Syracuse, which is great. Carthage is the goal. Kick them out of this area. Where's our legion? Our legion almost ran out of food. Not good. Put that guy in there. Add 2 more. 2 more, and we could do a horse archer. Horse archers are really good if you can use them. Okay. Shipbuilding costs. Ending Punic influence. Technically, I should go through, cancel all my shipbuilding, and recreate it to save money, but I'm not going to bother. It would just be a pain, really. How are we on forts up here? I just want to check we didn't exceed them. People demand blood. Or gold. We'll go for gold. That should hopefully make these areas more loyal. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. Okay, handful more months, and then we can finally go back and... Yeah, build to navy is much easier. Just right now, I'm just doing it that way. This guy is a party leader, so we're going to imprison him. Always a good idea to imprison one's party leaders if you can, I found. Uh-oh. The high-ranking Roman censor was brutally murdered at his home after an important senatorial debate. Uh-oh. Okay, our war on Carthage is going to be delayed because we have a big event. So what we can do is we can pass, we can denounce non-Roman culture, or we can support non-Roman culture, which will add to unintegrated culture group happiness for the rest of the game, but may plunge us into a civil war. We are going to take the support of minorities, which could cause a civil war, but 3 unintegrated culture group happiness for the rest of the game is pretty well worth it, I've found. So hopefully we have a strong enough army and other stuff that even if they raise troops or become disloyal, we will not get a civil war. Because it's all based on power base, even though they are technically may create a civil war. Can be prevented if you have enough stuff, enough strength to oppose them. Grand Temple, please. There we go. The guy's pretty incompetent. Sure, we'll give him a position. Don't give that guy a job. This is ridiculous. I only have 5 charisma people possible to put as a researcher. Rome has survived worse than that. Potential civil war. Yes, there is a way to get better stuff. And we will be doing that pretty soon. This guy is a party leader. He's unhappy. This guy is the general of my army. I can't even hold a thing for him. Good. Okay, we're gonna have to find somebody potentially we can bribe or lock up. Of course, it managed to pick the general of all things. Let's try and make friends with him, I guess. This is not good. Of all the things it managed to do, it managed to pick that one guy, which is a pain. We'll bribe him if we can. All we have to do is get him vaguely loyal, and then I can replace him. Even with friendship, it doesn't matter. Darn. Okay. Darn. That's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough. Okay, we'll take the provincial investments for Rome. Okay. What we need to do is find a mercenary then. Because hilariously, mercenaries count towards your combat strength. These guys. Okay, that helped a little bit. The Navy is almost done. Civil War, 17 months. Okay. Don't really want to lose the stability. This is going to probably be a civil war here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Total War. It's nice. Yeah, that's what you want to do with cultures in the long run. Unintegrate, reintegrate. Unfortunately, that guy getting rebellious. Any chance any of them are going to die in the next couple months? Doesn't look like it. This guy could be bribable, though. So, if we can get him stuff, I have to give him holding. Still not enough. Yeah. Okay, let's get some more mercenaries on the fields. We need one more band of mercenaries, basically, or two. We need 200 some odd gold. I don't know if we're gonna make it in time. We're not. Any cheaper mercenaries I can hire? Nope, Civil War time it looks like. Great. Oh, we could lose this. This could be... We could lose this. I don't think we will, because we have mercs, and we have a lot of land, but you never know. We hit an unhappy family, right? Wait a second. Ah. I can screw things up here a bit more. Let's see if I can do this right. I give more admiralships out. That should increase their power bases. Oh, it's close. Okay, split in half. Close. I can't pull it off though. Darn. I don't think I can pull this off. Assimilation simulator. It's kind of an assimilation simulator. Okay. anything else I can do? I can raise the levies. I don't think that makes a difference, though. Ooh. You're super close. Ha! We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We are not going to die here. We're going to massively create a drain on our economy, but we will stop the Civil War. Whew. So that is a way to stop a civil war. Just keep assigning admirals to basically every ship you own and hire mercenaries. Very crude way of doing it, though. Very crude way of doing it. I got unlucky that the leader of the army was my general. Really, in some ways, I should have almost locked that guy up. I should have tried to replace him as general. Oh, now we've got another potential civil war. We stopped it for 18 months. Delightful. Oh. This guy stopped paying us tribute. Well, we'll quickly declare a war and see if we can conquer it. In the meantime, I may have to hire another band of mercenaries. Rosie, my cat, is doing perfectly alright average. She's currently enjoying the wonderful sunlight we're getting today. Being a real cat. 11,000. I can't raise that yet. Okay. Next month, maybe? 7 gold a month. Nope, can't afford it. This guy, though. So if you can afford it, having mercenaries is really powerful, not only because of the power base, but the mercs basically always stay loyal unless you run out of cash. So I can kind of just sit here and survive almost any civil war as long as you can pay for mercs. Obviously the issue is the general, but at some point he will lose the senatorial commander penalty. Of course, we're having more issues left and right. Okay. We need to work on ensuring more loyalty, which is over here, down here. We're getting large enough. Civil wars are going to be an issue. So I marked this out roughly where I wanted to go. You just have to follow this. Actually, you know what we could consider? This guy a populist? He is! Appoint dictator! Dun, dun, dun. Okay. We need 2 innovations more. We need at least 1 more, and then we need a couple more. We're going for empire, basically, or at least we're getting in a position where if I want to, I can do an empire. I'm playing on normal one. Black cat is a real cat. That's hilarious. Not only as tribes, the easiest thing I've found to do as a tribe is a matter of fact, tech up, well, reform your government. And rather than needing to get a mass tech lead, you go down the oratory tree, and you basically get all these plus opinions. Everything that gives you improve opinion maximum. And then once you reform and you become a regional power, you build a legion, improve relations with your neighbors, and you can basically feudatory almost all of them because you'll be larger, stronger, and have better opinions. I've managed, I think it was in one of my guides, or maybe it's coming out tomorrow. I did it up here as a Vasica or whatever. I basically feudatoryed all of this area. And with all of them as feudatories, I was able to fight both Rome and not only Rome, I was able to fight Rome and Carthage on an even footing just using feudatories. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Shoot, we're going bankrupt here. Oh, bother. Okay, we got to find a way to raise some cash fast. That didn't help. Fort maintenance down. Army maintenance down. 10. Fleet maintenance down. Tributes. Taxes. Wages. Tributes. Oh, it's going to be really close. I need to get rid of some forts. Okay. We really don't need a fort here, honestly. We just need to find a way to get 20... Oh no, we're good because I got rid of the fort. Okay, we're actually fine. I can actually keep some of this income stuff back to where it was. So long as we have a positive balance. Because as soon as I go bankrupt, if it ticks over, the mercs, by and large, will desert me. And that is an absolute disaster, especially because I'm facing a civil war already. Tyranny is an issue. 10 months. How long does this event penalty last? Do I have an idea yet? Not clear. Time to make some more admirals, I guess. As long as we keep making loyal admirals, right? Nice income. This is a pretty major event here for Rome, which is why we're having issues. Okay, more admirals, I guess. This is a very dumb way to solve this problem, by the way. I think we're running out of the issues that I don't actually have. I don't actually have enough ships for their power base to go up much. We might be able to still pull it off. At some point, I'm going to fire all these guys, don't get me wrong. This is a complete waste of income. But if it can stop a civil war, right? Okay, one more. Now let's check the economy because we don't want to go bankrupt. We would, so it's lower forts and fleets. And again, we stopped the civil war again. Mercenary guy died, that's fine. Free cash. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for saying so. I've worked hard getting the guides. And then people are unhappy again, but thankfully we've extended the length of time. So hopefully at some point this event will wear out. If not, we raise another admiral. This is stupid. I should not just be able to keep raising admirals to increase power base. There we go. Is that the end of the event? It seems to be the case. That is the end of the event. Merge all these guys together, which fires all the admirals. Fleet maintenance up. We need to disband some of the mercs. Okay, there we go. We stopped the Civil War. That was pretty ridiculous. There we go. Rewrite the Constitution. Good. That's what we needed. We wanted to rewrite the Constitution. In order to do that, you have to have a dictator in office. And it's tough to get a dictator in because you need a popularis in charge. And then you need the ability to make them a dictator. which requires a good population, a good amount of the popularies in power in order to flip it to that type of government. We're going to fire these mercs. Okay. We are making cash again. And more importantly, the endless amounts of admirals have been dealt with. I don't do a lot of slave micro stuff. Basically, I kind of let the game run itself. Right now, tax income is not really what it should be. I mean, look how large I am. All my money basically is coming from commerce. All my profit is coming from taxes, though. But it really should be much higher. You are okay. You're better. Put you in there. You're an 8. Okay. The Legion commander is loyal again. But we've already seen the threat a unhappy Legion can cause. We're going for Carthage, right? But we're going to kill Etruria first. Who is dying to Carthage? Okay. That makes life easier. Take my fleet, put them on naval transport. Makes life a lot easier. And then we're going to sail to Corsica and conquer it. Hopefully before Carthage takes over at all. Which may not be possible. We may have to just declare war on Carthage right now. Do we want to flip to a empire right now or later? How is our current ruler? He's not very good. Who's the next likely successor? He's... it's tough to tell who'll be the next successor. He's the party leader, though. We can't take it, actually, because he doesn't have enough popularity. That makes my life easier. He's very unpopular. Okay. That makes life a lot easier, not having to deal with that. Let's work our way down to governors and other people in general. Yeah, okay. Espionage? No, we want to go census data. Also, I've been forgetting to use up all these free investments in Rome. Do we want to just declare war on Carthage right now? For Syracuse? Or for Sicilia? Which one of these is in Syracuse? Oh, what's in Syracuse is this silly province down here. Miliet. We will declare war on Carthage. And we're going to let our feudatories handle most of the war. Yes. There we go. It's going to hurt our income. Let's make sure all our... Yep, everything's back to normal. So this should allow us to beat up Carthage and take Corsica. Whereas hopefully all of our states can... All our feudatories will conquer there. While we conquer Corsica. Hopefully they don't send their legions. Carthage has a much larger navy than we do, so we do have to be careful of that. No, stop marching away. This is the, again, automated army issue. Okay, commercial ventures up. We've actually a little bit outnumbered in terms of troops there, so let's get some Magna Graecia levies up. Send them to Syracuse, basically. Maybe? They don't seem to be marching to Syracuse. Okay, stay right where you are. I want that fort fallen. We can take that fort, we win this war, and then we'll be defending rather than attacking Carthage. There we go. Okay. Should be victory for us. Etruria is ours. Etruria is gone, actually. Mission complete. Conquer Corsica. Old Greek port will do nicely. Settling Corsica. Settlers will soon depart to take over Corsica. It's nice that there's an auto event rather than having to wait ages. Yeah. Sparta was not ancient Prussia in some ways. Kind of, sort of. Prussia was much more successful than Sparta in the long run. Although I guess you could say that. They both were heavily militarized countries where war mattered more than almost anything else. Why are you not attacking? Like, what is against these guys attacking? Oh, annoying. Auto attack, please. There we go. Summit tree, increase relations. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to go there, and then we got 4 more. Okay. A long way to go, basically. Roman colony has been struggling. We will give them just the thing. Game, stop jumping me all around the map. No, no, no. Oh, this game some days. There we go. We'll pay for the settlement. They are sieging Latium. Oh no, 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 no. Do I have any troops that can stop them? Not really. Can I make peace? Yes, I will take that, I guess. Actually, no. Actually, yes. That's all. That's basically my only option right now. Well, it wasn't as big of a victory, but I didn't see them land the army in Rome, which was the problem. Well, for First War vs. Carthage, we managed to steal northern Sardinia, so I guess we can consider that an accomplishment. Somewhat. Struggling of colonizing Corsica. There we go. Corsica has been mostly settled. It's not subject. Okay. Yeah, that would work, but these guys are not independent, so we're going to conquer them. Okay. Basically, anything that's not independent, we conquer at this point. Yeah. Carthage is really annoying to fight. Yeah, there's going to be a war. If I remember, there's an uprising on Sardinia at some point. So we just got to be aware of that. Speaking of which, another investment in Rome. We're up to 28 routes. Obviously, we're having some issues filling them all. It happens. That person in office, he's actually really bad at his job, which could be a problem. Oh, I should probably make sure I got all these provinces set up for auto trade. I don't think any of them have trade routes, but... Oh boy. Lots of penalties popping up here. Culture-wise, we're doing okay. Thankfully things are staying somewhat loyal. And we're in debt. Hopefully we don't get a negative event. Let's do some buildings in Latium, I think. Encourage Romanization. Sure. What the heck? Can't afford to upgrade the monument at the moment. Person died, also fine. With playing wide, who's better, citizens or freemen? How many cities should you have in one province? As a rough rule of thumb, you should always have at least one city in every province if you can do it, just for conversion and stuff. Citizens, if you're playing, citizens help with research. Freemen help with manpower. So if you're having manpower issues, or you think you will be through thousands of wars, you want freemen. Otherwise, you want citizens, basically. Maxed out our research efficiency again. What a shocker. Let's put another aqueduct in Rome. We really should get some more cities going up soon. Probably don't need this fort there. We have how many years to peace? 2 years until the peace is over. And we can invade more of Carthage. Maybe this time we can actually get control of the rest of Sicily. Okay. I think we'll probably stop in 10 minutes just because I've been sitting here playing for some time. So if you guys have any questions, now would be the time to ask. Any more questions, because people have asked some already. Is that all of our free ones? It is. So let's build some more. Actually, no, let's save the money so we can build cities. Or the power. We can build cities. This guy's going to be in office till he dies, basically. Sponsoring games, I think. If we want to do an empire, we need him to turn into a... get popularity before he dies. He's slowly dying. Thankfully, we don't need to appoint him dictator right now. But we need 90 popularity, and then we need an innovation, and we... pretty close to an innovation, actually. Popularity 90, though. Ah, perfect. We got above 90. Of course, now we don't have enough innovation. Thankfully, Archimedes will probably be the death of Roman democracy. Oh, at this rate, Archimedes will destroy Roman democracy. Go Archimedes, the death of Roman democracy. That's ridiculous. Oh, ruler's dying even faster now. Stay above 90, please. Okay, here we go. We have the Marian Reform event. So I don't know what triggered this, but we can now switch to and from the final law in the military category, which means infinite legions. Basically. We can raise new legions. Awesome. We don't want to at the moment. We want innovation. We want to kill democracy in Rome next month, basically. There we go. Ensure national stability. Loss of 0.03 monthly stability. We get basically a dictator in charge. And we get another one. We can demand a line of succession. Once we do that, Roman democracy will be dead. If we want to. We could, of course, just change away from this law as well. And go back to the normal government having completed those reforms. I was going to build cities, right? Yeah, cities. Cities are nice. We don't have some cities up there, do we? Yeah, let's build a city in Genoa. And then a city there. How are we doing religious-wise? Look at that. Religious conversion. It's going well. Culture conversion, not so much. What can I say? It's hard to convert population. Yeah, I just got the event with the unlimited ones. The culture guide is coming out tomorrow. I'm going to probably do a religious guide next week. There's not too much to be said about religion other than, you know, best deities or prophets or whatever. And of course, benefits of deifying and everything. So I'll go over that at some point, probably. The culture guide tomorrow, though. Already set it up to release at the normal time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Most of what the culture stuff you've already kind of seen a bit with me doing today if you've watched this. You'll have seen most of the stuff I'm doing here. I don't actually have enough Syracuse population. That's frustrating. We may have to integrate a different Hellenic group at some point. Okay. We could technically attack Syracuse again. We've got 5 minutes left. How do you increase character stats? Wonders, actually. It's hilarious that wonders are the solution. I already did tribal economy guide. I am planning a tribal guide. I've done a full tribal game all the way up into a tribe that was able to, as I said, beat Carthage and Rome. So I should have a guide on that pretty soon. Next week, probably. Let's attack Carthage. We want Syracuse. No, we don't want Syracuse. Syracuse gets us fighting for one stupid island province we can't take. There we go. And we are going to raise a legion, actually, in Magna Graecia. We'll do 10. 2, 2, 2, and then basically heavy infantry after that. That's all we can create. We now have another legion. Awesome. Okay. Now we can't raise a levy down here if we needed to, but we have a legion. I mean, come on. Legion's pretty awesome. And we're going to take over, hopefully, Sardinia and Malta, which in this case is Maleta. Also, do we want to change our government policies? Probably not, because we're going to swap government soon. So if we got enough political support and tyranny, we could just request a line of succession, but we're probably going to demand one, triggering a civil war. It's easier, basically. Also, my legion will win this war, which we've been at it for ages. Yeah, there we are. Win this war, if you would. Oh. Really, Syracuse, Carthage, you're going to cause trouble. There we are. Victory should be ours now. Once this war battle's over, hopefully they'll siege that fort, and then we will win. Or in this case, take the island. Awesome. We're going to have a new event here, too, or rather a decision. Once we complete the Sicilian footholds. Crossing Land of Tyrants. We're going to be Syracuse. Sardinia we have to control. And that's about it. We have a new decision, though. Sulfurous investments. We can basically increase sulfur production. Basically, it's this island right here. Or is it the island, or... I think it's actually here. Sicilian sulfur trade. Base metals. More population, less slaves needed, more output. Pretty awesome. We want income. We've lost the siege up there. Oh, that's annoying. No, just go for right there, please. Whatever. Sometimes the AI in this game, auto-pathing, sucks. There we go. This should be the end of this war right here. I don't think Carthage can take enough land to stop us. They are going to occupy a lot of territory in the meantime, though. And they are in Italy. Of course they are. At some point, we're going to have a navy to stop them from doing that. Otherwise, it's going to get annoying. Thankfully, this whole area is Hellenic, so we don't actually need a temple unless we want one. How do you get an elephants and legions? You actually have to have legions. You have to have the ability to recruit elephants in your country, which means you need an elephant resource, basically. Suggest what difficulty I'm playing Rome? Probably hard. I mean, if you can recreate the Roman Empire achievement, like Iron Man, then do that. Then you're pretty good. The only one legion that can recruit them. Yeah, it's because it's where they're being raised. Yeah, Alvor, we're going to be leaving once this war is over, basically. But thanks for coming. You can watch the whole stream. I got it on playback, so... 101 ships. Okay. Good thing we don't have our navy to auto-engage. Our 45 ships would be annihilated. Actually, where is my navy? Can I sneak it over here by any chance? This could be the death of our navy. We got to be really careful. If we can get the navy without getting killed... We want to auto-transport to there, basically. Okay, we want to take Malta. Decline. Oh, cool, there is the levy. Perfect. And victory. Okay, what we want is we want this. They will not give it. Bit annoying, I'd say. No, Navy, do not act independently. There we go. What do we need? They're taking land. Of course they're taking land. I really want to wipe them off the islands completely. I really want this. Oh, I could take all their land and leave them city-states. Okay, that'll give me an easy war goal for the next war, basically. Okay, Sardinia has been conquered. Unruly populace. So we're going to have an uprising pop up in this at some point. So we'll just go to the uprising, actually, I think. We'll try and keep the Carthaginians in our lands if they can. And we do have a claim on those. So once the war is over, we can attack. Do we want to kill democracy in Rome? The size of which will be inversely proportional to our stability. We're pretty stable. We're going to demand a line of succession. Roman revolt. Why not? Might as well have at least one major life-threatening war in this before we stop. We are going to do Legion maintenance cheaper. We're going to do provincial loyalty up. We're going to do probably loyalty of governors. Yes, and then we're going to do loyalty of characters. There we go. We are now a dictatorship. And we do have, once we get to 600 territories, we'll be a Roman Empire. Dead, dead, dead. Who's the heir? I gotta know who's the heir. Primary heir. That doesn't help much. Democracy is dead, everyone. We just killed it. I know, aren't we awful? No, we just have to win this civil war. We're not going to allow independence of Sardinia. Pirate Haven, yes. Once we're done with this, we'll stop. I know this is going already longer than I expected it to. Can't leave in the middle of a civil war, right? Sardinia has revolted. That's going to be a pretty easy win on our part. Dictator of Rome died right after becoming dictator. That's awkward. This guy, who is 30 years old, is now the ruler of Rome. He's got an infection, so we're going to want to have him deal with that at some point. He's an orator, though. And he is lustful, so he'll have plenty of children, hopefully. And now, we basically let our troops go nuts, reoccupying things. Sardinia, no. We want to wipe out the Sardinian uprising. We're doing pretty good here. We're basically done this war. See, the thing is, the Roman revolt really doesn't have any troops, so they're basically surviving on population, which is not going to be good enough. Control range modifier, yes. And nope, not good enough. Really want to siege down this fort already. There we go. Victory. The end of the Sardinian revolt. Let's get this legion off this island if we can. Classic, just one more turn. Yes, just one more war. I just gotta win this war. I don't want to be right to plunge into the beginning of a civil war, you know, right after I start a stream next week. So, besides, this civil war is quickly going in my favor. Obviously, it'll drag on until everything's subdued, but in the meantime, it keeps going. There we go. Arrested governor. Speaking of which, how are my legion commanders doing? He's still loyal. He's still loyal too. Oh, because of the loyalists, because of the Civil War issue. That's why we have people happy with us. New commander. There we go. This is also a reason to keep feudatories in your empire, is in the event of a civil war. I have not seen them side with the civil, like the uprising, so they tend to just supply troops to vassal swarm everything. Kind of like EU4, vassal swarming is a real powerful technique. There we go. Military tradition. What else could we want to do? This would be good, actually. Fort defense nationally and fort infrastructure +1. We'll do that. That should actually save us some cash. Yeah. Because we're almost all of our settlements are at 6 out of 5 rather than 5 out of 5. It just happens to be one too much. Should be a pretty easy victory now. This is just going to take time to subdue. I'm loving how they're just randomly leaving this one province up here unsieged. It's almost like my legions forgot that there was enemy-held territory there. I don't think they will automatically leave islands. I think they will auto-invade, like if you've got your fleet here, because these islands cross over from here, they can auto-invade. I don't think they automatically will do it when you put them to automate. At least I haven't seen them do that recently. I thought they used to be able to, but they don't seem to now, which is kind of annoying. Oh wow, they've got mercenaries now. That's not good. Ow. They've got mercenaries. Doesn't make a difference though if the mercenaries have no morale. There we go. We just killed 20,000 troops in one battle. Getting closer to loyalty. See, the one good thing about the being a dictatorship government form is that you can take stuff like loyalty of characters and loyalty of governors just to make it so you have less rebellions. It's kind of weird that a republic would contribute to more rebellions, but it seems to. There we go. War is almost over. Crushing victory on the side of Rome. And then we'll crush Carthage, or we'll start trying to crush Carthage in the long run. Yeah, they seem unable to siege down Milan here, Mediolanum. That's weird. It's like the game says, oh no, you can't take that province. There we go. 4 forts, 5 forts, 6 forts to go, and then we're done. Oh, our ruler has issues. Okay, more crushing victories. Successful treatments. Awesome. Go, another fort fell. My levies are starving, but that's not unusual. Since they don't really have supply chains, they tend to starve. To be fair, this Roman revolt did better than I thought they would. I thought I would have won this much sooner. It happens. We need to invest in some conversion stuff because none of the Carthaginian gods and culture is the same for us. This is entirely a different culture and religious group. Okay, almost done. There we go. It's taking a while. We're going to need to build a lot more roads through the Alps because it's taking a long time. Oh, we won. There we go. Apparently the other leader was a woman. We could keep them alive, or we could execute them in exchange for keeping a lot of people. We'll keep them alive. Well, treason demands punishment, but let the soldiers live. We'll be semi-merciful in this case. Potential of a civil war. Maybe the game hasn't updated it yet. Who is disloyal? The game is literally not telling me who's disloyal. That's annoying. Sorry, I gotta fix this. Why are we having revolt issues? Not clear. Maybe it's because I'm a dictator. Okay, well, that's gonna be it for this stream. Yeah, they prioritize where they are. So I think that's gonna be it for this stream. And thank you guys all for showing up. This has definitely been the best stream I've ever had. And I'll be back next week, and there'll be a culture guide out tomorrow, hopefully tribal in the next couple days, along with religious and other ones. So if you have any guide requests, let me know in the comments. I do see and respond to most of them. And I will see you guys all later. Bye for now.